In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 13, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Denver Nuggets versus Miami Heat. Traveling to the Caesars Center in Miami, Florida, the Denver Nuggets are gearing up to clash with the Miami Heat. This season, Denver boasts an impressive 45-20 record, securing the second spot in the highly competitive Western Conference. Meanwhile, the Miami Heat hold the 8th position in the Eastern Conference with a respectable record of 35-29. Notably, in their previous encounter last month, the Denver Nuggets emerged victorious over the Heat, sealing the game with a final score of 103-97. The Denver Nuggets have demonstrated their prowess on the road, tallying a commendable 15-8 record as favorites this season. Over their last 5 games in this favored position away from home, they've maintained an impressive 3-1 record against the spread. Conversely, the Miami Heat have struggled when cast as underdogs on their home turf, managing only a 1-6 record against the spread this season. In the past 10 meetings between these teams, the Denver Nuggets have dominated with a 7-3 record against the spread versus the Heat. The Denver Nuggets continue their reign of dominance, clinching victory in 9 out of their last 10 matchups, which includes triumphs against formidable opponents like the Heat and the Celtics. Meanwhile, the Miami Heat's performance has been marked by inconsistency, suffering 3 consecutive losses, notably including a defeat on their home court against the Wizards. Additionally, statistical analysis reveals a stark contrast in offensive efficiency between the two teams. The Denver Nuggets boast an impressive average of 118 points per 100 possessions, dwarfing the Heat's comparatively lower figure of 113 points per 100 possessions. Furthermore, the Nuggets have showcased exemplary defensive prowess, conceding a mere average of 116 points in their last 5 games. This defensive solidity is crucial, especially given the Heat's recent struggles in generating offense, as evidenced by their failure to surpass the 108-point mark in their last 3 outings. Notably, the Nuggets have clinched their last 5 road victories by margins of at least 5 points. Despite the Miami Heat's tendency to underperform against weaker opponents while rising to the occasion against contenders, their chances against the Nuggets are marred by a lack of size, exacerbated by the absence of Kevin Love. Moreover, the Heat continue to feel the absence of penetration provided by players like Harrow, which poses challenges against a defensively adept Nuggets team. With the Nuggets emerging victorious in 9 out of the last 10 meetings against the Heat, it seems likely that they will do the same here today. So the Denver Nuggets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Upon comparing the offensive and defensive averages of both teams across their last 3 games, home and away performances, and overall season statistics, a projected total of 226 emerges. Notably, both teams maintain a combined average pace of 100 possessions per game, which suggests minimal alteration to the projected total. Despite the strong defensive showings from both sides, the projected total appears slightly conservative for this matchup. Therefore, we anticipate the total points scored to surpass the projected total, making over the projected total our full game total pick. Charlotte Hornets versus Memphis Grizzlies. On Wednesday, March 13th, the Memphis Grizzlies are slated to clash with the Charlotte Hornets in an intriguing intra-conference matchup. This game holds significance as both teams strive to assert dominance within their respective conferences. The Grizzlies, with an overall record of 23-43 this season, currently find themselves in the 13th spot within the competitive Western Conference standings. Despite their modest record, Memphis has shown flashes of brilliance, securing victories in 3 of their last 5 outings leading up to Wednesday's showdown. Conversely, the Hornets have faced struggles throughout the season, tallying a record of 16-49. Their recent performance mirrors secures their overall standing, having suffered defeat in 7 of their last 8 matchups prior to this pivotal contest. Despite grappling with injuries, my inclination leans towards favoring the Memphis Grizzlies in this forthcoming encounter, primarily due to their recent momentum and commendable defensive prowess. Over their last 5 games, the Grizzlies have demonstrated resilience by clinching victory thrice, indicative of their ability to capitalize on opportunities and adapt to challenges. Furthermore, their performance against the spread, boasting a 5-5 record in their last 10 games, underscores their competitive spirit and capacity to contend with adversaries. In contrast, the Hornets' struggles persist, highlighted by their dismal track record of losses, including 7 defeats in their recent 8 outings. Moreover, their lackluster performance against the spread on the road, with a record of 4-7 in their last 11 away games, underscores their vulnerability and inconsistency. Hence, despite external factors such as injuries and fatigue, the Grizzlies emerge as the more favorable choice, poised to capitalize on their home advantage and defensive fortitude to secure victory and cover the spread. The prevailing betting line for this matchup may raise eyebrows, given the apparent parity between the two teams. While acknowledging the Grizzlies' injury concerns and the potential fatigue stemming from back-to-back games, it's imperative to scrutinize the Hornets' own shortcomings and their inability to capitalize on favorable circumstances. With a dismal road record of 7-26 straight up and 26-39 against the spread for the season, the Hornets find themselves in a precarious position, devoid of substantial momentum or strategic advantage. Thus, despite their underdog status, the Grizzlies represent a prudent choice, backed by their home court advantage and resilience in adverse situations. Consequently, driven by their potential to exploit the Hornets' vulnerabilities and secure a decisive victory, the Memphis Grizzlies to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. In terms of scoring potential, this matchup presents an intriguing narrative, with contrasting styles and tactical approaches coming into play. Charlotte's ability to notch 115 points on an impressive 57% shooting in their previous encounter with Memphis underscores their offensive potency and capacity to exploit defensive lapses. Moreover, Memphis' penchant for 3-point attempts, averaging 38 per game, poses a significant challenge to the Hornets' defensive perimeter, which ranks 22nd in the league in terms of 3-point defense, allowing opponents to shoot at a 37.6% clip from beyond the arc. Given these dynamics, the over-under line for this game warrants careful consideration. While the previous meeting between these teams saw the over hitting by 5 points, indicating a propensity for high-scoring affairs, contextual factors such as injuries and tactical adjustments may influence the outcome. Thus, while acknowledging the potential for offensive fireworks, the under emerges as a viable option, particularly considering both teams' struggles to consistently generate points and the likelihood of a slower-paced, defensively oriented contest. Consequently, under the projected total is our full game total pick, reflective of the prevailing trends and strategic considerations surrounding this matchup. Cleveland Cavaliers versus New Orleans Pelicans. Set against the backdrop of the Smoothie King Center, the New Orleans Pelicans prepare to take on the Cleveland Cavaliers in what promises to be a riveting clash between two teams entrenched in the fervor of playoff contention. Positioned at 3rd place in the Eastern Conference standings, the Cavaliers march into the fray, while the Pelicans hold steady in 5th place within the competitive Western Conference. Reflecting back to December, the Pelicans clinched a resounding 19-point victory on the road against the Cavaliers, an achievement they aim to echo as the battleground shifts back to Louisiana. With the Cavaliers grappling with a streak of losses and the Pelicans basking in a streak of wins, anticipation swells as these contrasting forces prepare to collide. This encounter unfolds as a narrative of diverging trajectories, wherein the Pelicans thrive on the momentum of their winning streak while the Cavaliers grapple with a dearth of victories in recent weeks. Notably, the Pelicans boast a formidable advantage in their complete roster of star players. Conversely, the Cavaliers find themselves hamstrung by the absence of 3 key starters, including their primary scorer and a pivotal front-court presence, obstacles that have proven formidable in recent outings. This deficiency in scoring prowess and defensive fortitude may pose a considerable challenge for the Cavaliers in containing a resolute Pelicans lineup brimming with talent. Buoyed by a track record of covering the spread in 4 of their last 6 encounters, the Pelicans are poised to extend this streak into Wednesday night showdown. Persistent injuries continue to plague the Cleveland Cavaliers, sidelining Wade, Mitchell, Mobley, and Strus for the upcoming game. Such substantial absences cast a shadow of doubt over the Cavaliers' prospects as the team grapples with the considerable loss of production, drawing parallels to their commanding performance in December, wherein they cruised to a 123-104 victory over the Cavaliers. The Pelicans exude a similar potential for dominance, particularly in light of the Cavaliers' injury woes. With a commendable against the spread record of 35-27-2 for the season, the Pelicans emerge as favorites to clinch victory and cover the spread in this forthcoming encounter. So the New Orleans Pelicans to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Ranked among the league's elite in various defensive metrics, the New Orleans Pelicans are poised to capitalize on their defensive prowess, particularly on home turf. In contrast, the Cavaliers rely heavily on their defensive acumen, yet their injury-plagued roster threatens to stifle offensive production. With key players such as Mitchell, Mobley, and Strus sidelined, the Cavaliers face an uphill battle in generating points, particularly against a stalwart defensive unit. Moreover, the specter of a potential blowout looms large, exacerbated by the Cavaliers' injury woes, promising a contest characterized by a deliberate pace and limited scoring opportunities. Notably, the Pelicans have witnessed the hitting in 2 consecutive matchups and in 7 of their last 8 outings, a trend likely to persist in this upcoming clash. In a testament to their defensive prowess, both the Cleveland Cavaliers and the New Orleans Pelicans boast impressive records in hitting the under. The Cavaliers have recorded a commendable 35-29-1 record in under performances, paralleled by the Pelicans' equally impressive record of 35-28-1. Noteworthy is the disparity in pace between the two teams, with the Pelicans operating at a pace of 100.8, ranking 15th in the league, compared to the Cavaliers' pace of 99.1, placing them at 26th. With 2 formidable defensive units poised to clash, expectations tilt towards a low-scoring affair, with the Pelicans' defensive resilience likely setting the tone for the encounter. Consequently, under the projected total emerges as our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed, subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.